All right, folks, live from New York. It's the Jones and Smith show.
It's Thursday night.
We're going on Letterman. We're going on Letterman. There it is. We're going on Letterman. Actually, no, we're just going around the corner from Letterman for lunch when we're done this. But Eric, it's been the Raptors that have been eating up opponents of late. Man, they're playing really, really well the last 25, 26 games.
Well, and you think about just even the last 11 at home, 10 of the last 11 at home. They're obviously hitting the road now for the game tonight against the New York Knicks. And last time the Raps were in New York about a week and a half ago, built up the monster lead in the first half. The Knicks wielded it away, but Toronto still hung on. I think it was that game where the closest the Knicks got, if I'm not mistaken, was 8?
Yeah.
So as much as the Raptors sort of coughed it up over the course of the game, heck, if you're still able to hold an 8-point lead over the course of 48 minutes, that's still pretty darn good. And the Raptors want to try and take care of this one tonight, because we talked last night, Jonesy, about the fact that including the game against Milwaukee, against LA, and then last night against Miami, the 9-game stretch, only 2 games against opponents with teams above 500, and the Raptors have already beaten those 2 teams, the Lakers and the Heat.
Got another number for you. When you look at the opponents upcoming, their combined winning percentage is 31-7. So Toronto should be able to make hay. And as our man Bruce Arthur from the National Post said, quick, reinforce the bandwagon because everybody's going to be jumping on. But it's a defense, to me, that's been doing it. Since Toronto had that brutal game in Atlanta on December 2nd, they have played 26 games. They have the 5th best record in the NBA at 17-9. They have the best three-point percentage at 31-6, and the 5th best opponent's field goal percentage at 44-6. So the defense is obviously getting done, and they're a powerful offensive team, Eric, so they've got it going right now.
Well, the big thing to watch as well tonight, not only Toronto's offense, as you talk about, the fact that they're one of the top teams, but one of the top players in the league, Chris Bosh. He's going to be named to the All-Star team tonight. And to me, that's a lock. It's a guarantee that he will be named one of the reserves tonight. When
should be a starter.
He should be a starter, absolutely. But the interesting one will be if David Lee is going to be named. Now, I believe, in spite of the Knicks' record, David Lee should be in the All-Star game, and I think he should be named as a reserve. But there was a report that came out within the last couple of hours saying that early indication, at least, is stories leaking out that he will not be named to the team. So we'll see if that's indeed the case.
Too bad. I mean, because I think he's a guy that's deserving. You know, you can't always. I know it's about winning, but there are some instances where, in spite of a team's record, a guy is playing all-star caliber, and he's not just a bad player on a team that needs somebody to score for them.
Interesting for the Raptors tonight, playing on this strange Wednesday-Thursday back-to-back. I believe this is their only Thursday game all season, so now 2 full off days on Friday, Saturday, before the next one comes up on Sunday, where it's the home-at-home against the Pacers on Sunday, Tuesday. So a nice stretch of games where we've talked about this a number of times in the past, opportunity to not only rest, but to get in some legit practice time as well, and that rest will be key for a guy like DeMar DeRozan, who did not travel to New York. He will not play tonight with the ankle sprains, and hopefully is ready to go by Sunday.
Can I drop a number on you?
Yeah, drop a number. You always drop numbers.
The Raptors' first Thursday game since 2004.
Wow.
The only team that's had a longer gap in between Thursday night games has been the Memphis Grizzlies, who last played a Thursday game in 2008. So Toronto, 2004, the bright lights of New York, still not TNT, but they're working their way up.
All right, we got to go have our lunch now. We're getting drowned out by the sun, I think, right now anyway. So
around the corner, we're going to Rupert's Joint. See you, folks.